Hi everyone, welcome to week 8. I just want to give you a bit of information about what the next couple of weeks are going to look like, and then talk very briefly about the organizational analysis paper, which will be the last big assignment in this class. So we have basically 3 weeks of class left. There is new material in week 8 and week 9. In week 10, there's no reading, there's no lecture, no activities or anything like that. That's yours to work on the organizational analysis paper. The paper is due August 2nd, which is a Sunday, so it's sort of due at the end of week 10. End of the day is fine. We do have a little bit of flexibility with the due date, but and I am happy to adjust the due date if that's what's best for you. However, I really would encourage you to try to get the paper done by August 2nd. And the reason for that is that sort of maximizes the amount of time you have off between the summer semester here and the start of the fall semester. That gives you a chance to sort of take a deep breath, put schoolwork down for a little while, maybe catch up on some sleep, participate in some self-care, that kind of thing. So like I said, I want to maximize the amount of time that you have in between semesters, but we can adjust that due date if you need to. So the organizational analysis paper, there's a pretty thorough discussion of that paper in the syllabus. Let me just cover a few specifics here. I recommend picking an organization that you'd like to work for. It doesn't have to be one necessarily that's in Buffalo or even New York State. Could be sort of anywhere in the world. If you dream of sort of doing work in another country, you're absolutely welcome to pick an organization working in some other part of the world. A portion, a part of the UN or the UN itself might be a great would make a great organization to sort of think about for this paper, but it certainly could be a local, a regional organization if that's what you're interested in. Probably should be an organization that employs social workers or at least has some connection to social work. I'm not convinced that sort of a for-profit, like Target or McDonald's or something like that would work for this. Probably should be something that has at least a mission that is somehow consistent with the social work profession. You're welcome to run your thoughts by me. If you want my input on what organization you want to study, that's fine. Feel free to shoot me an email. You're looking for about 10 sources for this paper. Not all of them will be peer reviewed, but some of them certainly could be. The sources for this paper are really wide open, so it could be anything on the organization's website, their annual reports, newsletters they publish, publications that they've published. Your sources could also include news articles or news stories about the organization. Interviews with someone who works for the organization might also be a good sort of source of information. If you do go into the peer-reviewed literature, which you absolutely should, the articles probably won't be about the organization itself, but rather the sector it serves. So, for example, you might not find you won't find any peer-reviewed sources about sort of the Erie County Department of Social Services, but you would find sort of peer-reviewed articles about public social services, the provision of public social services. So again, if that doesn't make sense, feel free to give me a call. And like I said, you're looking for about 10 sources. The description of the paper is really thorough. It's really long. Parts A and C are, part A is the introduction, part C is the conclusion. And I'm sort of giving you specific things to talk about in each of those sections. Part B is sort of the meat and potatoes of the heart of the paper. You may not be able to answer every part in Part B, and that's okay. Answer um, the parts that you have information on, and that's fine. And then lastly, I'm happy to look at drafts. If you want to send it to me, we can communicate over email. I'm also certainly available by phone. And then, of course, if you have questions about what organization you should select, again, you're welcome to get in touch with me for my input as well. All right, I hope everyone's having a great week. I look forward to hearing from you, and take care.